Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Hopefully you're having a really good day. Hopefully your portfolio's, making you happy. Uranium obviously had a good day today. If you haven't subscribed and you like making money and you like uranium, this is the channel for you. We have a very good community here that helps each other out for investing. So I'm going to go into a uranium market update. We're going to pile right in here and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at chart-wise for uranium. So the first one is Sky Harbor Resources. It looks very good. We broke the downtrend. We've got a chart pattern here. It broke to the upside. It pulled back, and we had a bullish engulfing down here. You can't see it, but I know the chart. I've looked at it. Bullish engulfing, we popped back up to the upside. So I think it's a good time to cost average in if you like Sky Harbor. And obviously this could pull back a little bit over the next day or two, potentially, because we had a 25% day. But it's looking pretty good. Here's Global Atomic, and I stepped back out and charted this. The first break was on this chart pattern we were in for a while. It broke to the upside, back tested. That's where I like buying quite a bit, and we ran higher. We popped out of this other pattern, if you look way back, and I think we're going to back test this pattern up here, possibly. So that's potential. Maybe that's another spot you could purchase is on this back test. But it is overbought. It has run quite a bit. We've got a lot of momentum in this stock. So we'll see what happens in the next week or two. Baseload. Baseload's obviously been pretty generous to everyone's portfolio, moving up at Cheetah Speeds. That's our saying on this channel, Cheetah Speed higher. Looks like, I just drew this pattern out, and it could be heading to the top of this pattern. Maybe it's $1.50, $1.75, wherever it is, and how fast it gets there depends. But it's a pretty steep pattern. So that one's looking very good. Next, GGX Uranium. We've got a downtrend here. Broke the downtrend, and we've got a pattern, a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And if you were to reverse this pattern upward, it's about 22 to 23 cents is probably where it's going to go. We're at about 18 cents right now. So that's looking very good. A lot of momentum too, and it closed pretty strong, so it might get there pretty quick. We'll see. Next, Laramide. Laramide, we got the downtrend here. We've got another shoulder, head, shoulder. This thing's probably quite a bit higher. Maybe it's 6 cents down here to maybe 24-ish cents, 25, however you want to calculate this. It's probably maybe even higher than that. Maybe it's 30. I mean, this thing could go quite a bit higher to the upside, maybe 50 cents or so. But we did have a wick at the top. Maybe it pulls back a day or two before heading up. Or maybe not. Looks like we got a lot of momentum. So that's one to watch. Encore Energy. I drew on this chart pattern here. It looks like it's in this big wedge pattern, expanding wedge, or even a slight megaphone maybe. It looks like we have a nice bullish engulfing here. That's a big update here. This is engulfing all the ones before it. It looks like it bounced off the top line here and came back down. So there's some sellers up here. I want to see where this thing goes over the next week or two. We've got a ton of momentum, a ton of buyers here. Looks very good to potentially test this upper limit here. Maybe it breaks through, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we break through and then kind of back test off the top of it. But either way, this is what the chart pattern looks like. This is what we're looking for, is a break through this, or maybe it's going to come back down and rest a little bit before trying to attack this upper pattern. There are a lot of other companies breaking patterns, so this one potentially could just blow right through it. Obviously it broke through here. It's been in Cheetah Speed mode for a while. We do have these little black days, and sometimes that means that it'll cool off a little bit, but we still have a bunch of people piling in. So potentially this thing could continue higher. Maybe we get a pullback. It's tough to read. We are still in Cheetah mode, but these candlesticks are contracting a little bit. So, but the volume's still there. So we'll see what happens this week. Fission's looking really good, up a 9% day. I stepped back, drew the chart patterns in, and we're right at the top of this chart pattern. We'll see if we break through over the next, this week. Maybe it breaks through you could probably see potentially a huge up day if it breaks through, and then maybe it'll come back and back test and then go higher. Maybe it just Cheetah runs, upward. Time will tell, but it looks very good. We've got a lot of volume stepping in. Let's see what this thing does. Let's see if it breaks out of this little pattern. Next gen's looking very good, very healthy, 4% up day roughly. Broken downtrend, going up in the and it broke this upward trend as well. We're sitting up here. It could potentially come back. It could potentially move higher. I mean, we're above this chart pattern, so anything's possible at this point. We do have declining volume a little bit, so maybe it's going to rest a little bit. Maybe it'll cycle back up and down and then go and move higher, but it's looking very good. ISO Energy. Again, shoulder, massive head, shoulder. This thing could move quite a bit to the upside. We are back testing right now. See this back test? And we went up 4% today. This one looks very good. I like ISO Energy, looks excellent right now. I would be a buyer here. Azarga Uranium Corp. Someone wanted me to look at this. Again, a shoulder on this side, a head, and another shoulder on this side. And it looks like we broke to the upside and back tested. This is where I'd be a buyer. 19, 20 cents in here. Very good. We're at 22, 12% update. This thing looks excellent. If you like it, cost average in, do what you need to do. Next, Paladin. Paladin, I kind of drew a line across here because it looks like it hit it here too. Drew the line across, it broke out, back tested. We've got a gigantic cup and handle pattern, and it broke to the upside. This is where you want to buy it, is right in this area here. It broke out of this pattern here, kind of popped out, back tested, and we are off. This could be Cheetah Speeds higher, guys. This looks excellent. If you guys want to partake in the uranium bull market and you want a producer, Paladin Energy looks very good right here. This thing could potentially move quite a bit upwards. So it looks very good. Here's Appia Energy. We came in, cup, handle pattern. I was a buyer on the bottom of this handle here. You draw it across, it broke to the upside, back tested. And this looks absolutely excellent. I think Appia Energy is another one that potentially could be one that you want to cost average into now if you like Appia Energy. So, uranium, lots of good charts, lots of good momentum, good volume. It looks like they could potentially continue its run, and it may or may not keep going. I mean, they look good. It's quite surprising because we have moved a ton to the upside, and they still look good. They're still breaking patterns. Some of them are back testing their patterns, and they're gathering energy and steam to continue onward. So you guys, if you like this clip, if you like uranium and you like looking at charts, looking to see where the resistances are, where the support is, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, click the thumbs up button, and I appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.